Now, The Catalyst, with Christopher Dent.
This is The Catalyst, and I am Christopher Dent. The Catalyst is a podcast which highlights forward-thinking, community-minded people and organisations. Please like and follow us on Facebook at The Catalyst. If you'd like to share some feedback or have anyone you think we should be interviewing, please email us on thecatalyst@outlook.com.au. Today on the show, we have Victorian Netball League Championship captain, two-time All-Australian, 2015 captain of Australia in the under-16s, winning a silver medal, three-time Victorian captain, representing Victoria 8 times, winning 4 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze medals at the Australian Championships, including the 2019 gold medal winning Vic Fury team, football netball multiple premiership player and MVP. You can find her on her Instagram at Nourished with Kate. Kate Kelly-Oman, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be on the podcast.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on. How are you keeping busy at the moment with the lack of netball?
Oh, it's a bit different, isn't it? Well, I'm still training most days, working a little bit here and there, studying, and putting time into like side hustle projects, which I've been really enjoying.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, I think it's keeping your mind and your body rolling in this time is very important.
Yeah.
You were born in East Bentley in 1999. Mum and Dad, Madeline and Rob, and your older brother, Mitch. Which schools did you attend?
Yeah, so primary school went to St. Peter's in East Bentley, and high school I went to LA the Sacred Heart College in Bentley.
Yeah, what sort of sports, different sports did you play back then in primary school?
Well, started with gymnastics, believe it or not, at a very young age. I think I started maybe like that gymboree sort of style when I was 3.
Yep.
And then as I went to primary school, obviously like the netball and basketball, but also a little bit of like athletics and also a little bit of rugby in there as well.
Wow. When you started playing netball, can you remember those first days going down to the courts?
Oh, yes. It honestly feels like yesterday. I remember the uniform. I remember getting up early, cold Saturday mornings down at KDNA, usually being freezing. But yeah, there were some amazing memories that I hold really fond.
Yes, it is always a battle to get up, especially as a parent taking your children down there. I was down there myself with my daughters.
Yeah, you would know. You would know.
Absolutely. In 2011, you captained St. Peter's primary school team to an under 12 state championship win. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I think it was my first sort of taste of success at a young age. It was a big whirlwind, but it sort of led me on the path to, I think, begin my netball journey and sort of just get a little bit more serious about things. With
as a part of winning that state title, you actually won the right to play an exhibition game against the Vixens. I was there that day. There was a lot of press as if because the Australian and Vixen star Sharon McMahon, she was calling her comeback game after a long term injury. Explain that game and how much fun that was playing against those guys.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it was a pretty cool and crazy experience as a young kid. I think I was 11 at the time. I remember it like it was yesterday. We're in the front courts at St. Peter's Primary, and the whole school was around the court with all the Vixens in their dresses, and the likes of Sharon McMahon. Everyone loved it, massive crowd favourite. But I remember playing against Jo Weston and just thinking, oh my goodness, she is absolutely she's a giant. But
Yes.
it was really something I was not expecting to do at such a young age. It was a great memory.
No, it was a fantastic game. I remember going there. My goddaughter played in that team as well. She was I think she was up against Sherelle, but just to see you guys' faces and the girls running around, and there was a TV crew there, and I think it was justification for just the awesome season you guys had at that level. To go all the way through, just as a primary school team.
It was such a reward for that effort. It was amazing.
No, it's terrific. I've probably had the fortune or misfortune of coaching against you a few times with the netball because I'll have to say this: your team really showed our team how to play, and it made us a better squad. Even though you were so younger, but it was the best thing for us to actually play against the better teams. You were actually what was it feeling like being you were signed at I think you were the youngest person ever to get signed by VNL club Southern Saints at the age of 13. How was that?
It was a massive whirlwind. It was, wow, it was a combination of emotions, like very overwhelming, but I was like so proud. It was an incredible yet intimidating opportunity, but yeah, it really sort of was the start of my more so moving into that teenage elite sort of category, which is I learned so much, and forever grateful for that opportunity.
No, absolutely. Just the stepping up of that and realizing more so what it has to take to get to the next level was probably the biggest thing. We're talking to Victorian Netball League Championship captain Kate Kelly-Oman. You're an all-round sportswoman. You played basketball, represented basketball, and you competed at the State Athletics Championships. Who did you play for, and what events did you compete in at the athletics?
So I remember competing in the hurdles, which was honestly my least favorite, and didn't always end well. I remember it was like one of the titles that I actually fell over two of the hurdles and got injured, but that definitely was the last time I did that. But I always loved 800 and 1500 meters, and I think they were definitely my strong suit. And the event that I enjoyed the most.
Yep. And basketball, who did you play for when you played rep basketball?
Played for Sandringham Sabres as well as Oakley Warriors for a little bit there as well.
How did you enjoy that experience?
It was great. I loved basketball, loved the sport, very different to netball, and had great mates there. So that really made it such, a great time, especially those Friday night games. And it was, a great experience.
No, I'm a basketball head myself. I played at Melbourne Tigers in the juniors, and I love my basketball. And I remember watching you down there one game, and I think there was a couple of seconds left on the clock. You had two foul shots to win the game, and you just went up and you just knocked them in. And I thought, wow, this girl can pressure. It doesn't matter what pressure, she just knows what she's doing. And I was impressed from a long time ago about your journey, which is just going to happen with whatever sport you took. So with the basketball and the all the coaches you've had with the netball and everything, you've probably had many coaches and mentors over the journey. Do any stand out, and how have they shaped you as a player and as a person?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the number of coaches, quite a few. A few that stand out for me that impacted my journey the most, I would say the likes of like Jane Searle. That's where I started with Saints. She took me on as a young kid and really transformed the way I saw and played netball, as well as Jackie Toy. I played under her for under 19s at Saints, as well as when I moved to Waves, Jess Whitford. And there are a number of great coaches that I've had along the way that have really shaped the person that I am today.
Yes. Yeah, so I was going to say, with the amount of netball you played and the amount of teams, we would have a lot of a big broad width of coaches and different personalities. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, every coach has taught me something different, not only just like on court, but definitely off the court.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back after the break with our segment, The Top 3, brought to you by Morgan's Domain. Welcome back. We're talking to Victorian Netball League Championship captain Kate Kelly-Oman. Now onto our segment, The Top 3. This is brought to you by Morgan's Domain. Contact Nathan Little and the team at Morgan's Domain for all your financial needs at domain@morgans.com.au. Okay, Kate Kelly-Oman's top 3 go-to movies. Kate, number 3 is?
It would be The Maze Runner. Not
Yeah.
sure exactly which one. Can't really decide, but I love them all.
They're all great movies, absolutely. Okay, Kate's number 2 top go-to movie is?
Um, again, got a few. Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, not the original one. Which one?
No, is it number 1 or 2?
Is it with Mark Wahlberg in it?
Yeah.
That one? Okay, yes, the
ones.
reboot.
Love that. Yeah. The new one.
The reboot, yep. Go-to movies, number 1, Kate Kelly-Oman's top go-to movie is?
Definitely Shawshank Redemption. I cannot ever get sick of this movie. I don't know. I've watched it so many times that it's very gripping and my kind of movie.
You know it by heart.
Yeah, nearly. It's always one that I suggest. You know, when you're scrolling through Netflix and you can't decide, you're like, it's always a good one to go to.
Yep, it's a good rerun.
It is, yeah, it is good.
Okay, now how did Nourished with Kate Instagram page come about?
My Instagram Nourished with Kate probably came about mainly because of my love for food. I started cooking at a young age, and I've always just loved food preparation and putting it all together. So one day I decided to just make an account and take photos of whatever I made and just upload it. And from then it sort of just progressed into more of like a health and fitness Instagram page. And now I just honestly share different content every day. It sort of changes up depending on what I'm doing, my interests, and whatever's happening at the time.
Oh, that's terrific. I've had a look at it. It's really good, really informative. And if you're not sure of it, make sure you get on it and look for Nourished with Kate on the Instagram. And also, you've watched this space. There's some exciting news for yourself on the horizon. I've heard you're starting a new project, but we won't be going into that today. Okay?
There is something in the works.
Fantastic. We'll keep that under wraps, and hopefully we'll be able to bring that to you soon.
Amazing.
Okay. With all the stuff you do, your netball, your Instagram, everything you do with your cooking, what do you actually do in your spare time, if you have any?
Well, my spare time, my favorite thing to do is like going for a walk with my mum, getting coffee, seeing friends, love going to the beach. This is all obviously when we're permitted to, but I like watching movies, Netflix, that sort of thing, just low key, anything outdoors or that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I forgot to mention before, you also you won the 2015 Moorabbin Kingston Leader Newspaper Star of the Year. I think you're probably about under 14s, I think, back then, or something like that.
Yeah, I think I was about 15 or 16.
Yes, I remember that. And then after winning that, it was a little section. You actually took over. You won the overall Junior Sports Star of the Year as well, which was great because it was you were putting basically netball on the map in the area, which was a fantastic effort. You know.
Yeah, I remember that presentation like yesterday, and I was honestly not expecting that at all. First of all, to be, the first winner, but then the overall was an incredible experience, and very, very grateful for that.
That was well deserved. We're just touching on it before. You've got a very supportive family. I'm really lucky to have your mum, Madeline, as one of my mentors over the journey. What impact has your family had on you?
Oh, the greatest impact of all. As you pointed out, my mum, she's to me an incredible mentor. Such a smart, intelligent, strong woman, and someone I really look up to. And she's really guided me through my whole sporting process. Whether started with basketball and my journey through netball and to travel into state. She's always had my back, always been there, and she's just an amazing woman. Yes,
you're a quick story about your mum. We had a tournament at Kingston, a representative tournament. We had a couple of Revolution teams in, and I was short a coach, and she always said, "Make sure you ring me up if you need a coach." I rang her. She came down with Fee. They coached the girl. They had a fantastic day, and they just having those girls for that shorter period was fantastic. She taught them so much in that small amount. It was just amazing. She's an amazing woman.
She is. She taught me all my little netball skills back in the day. So she does all right with being a netball coach. Yeah.
And also in the family, you got your brother Mitch. He plays St Kilda City, for St Kilda City in the footy, Division 1 at Southern Footy Netball League. Any other sporting talents in the family tree?
Yeah, so we've got quite a sporty family on my mum's side. So as for my girl cousins, my little cousin Sienna is also at Peninsula Waves with me. She's in the Div 1 team this year, and a couple of my other girl cousins as well are involved with netball. But with the boys, Lockie Whitfield, some of you guys might be familiar with, number 6 for the Giants, and Jordan Kelly. So he's been through the VFL ranks and
Yes.
state teams and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think we get genes from my pa.
No, the family tree, I think the pedigree there is amazing with all the different sports. Yeah. We're talking to Victorian Netball League Championship captain Kate Kelly-Oman. With the progression through, what sort of challenges did you face with moving from domestic to basically you start with domestic, then you go to the representative model, and then into the VNL, then to state duties. The challenges and through the progressions of those steps.
Yeah, there are quite a few challenges that I definitely faced. I would say number one being just the sacrifices that I sort of had to make over my teens. As you progress, you train more, you're waking up early, you're, got a lot on your plate. So definitely sacrifices would have been one of the challenges. But yeah, definitely just the fatigue as well at times. It's a lot on the body, a lot on the mind, especially during school and uni. It can get a bit, but I've learned to sort of take time out when I need to, and it's been good as a whole.
Yeah, no, that, like you said, a lot of people just see it as if you just roll up and play, but the amount of the reason you get to that level, it's the preparation.
For sure.
95% is prep, 5% is actually action.
Exactly.
You've actually played at each level for Victoria, which is an amazing achievement, from under 12s all the way through to opens now. Which interstate trips stand out for you the most?
I would definitely say my first trip in under 12 to Darwin. That was such a fun tournament, not only for the netball side, but as well, we went on day trips and got to see all about the Northern Territory, which was great. But as well, one that sticks out for me is winning gold in Canberra. So in my bottom age 19 year, it was just a seamless tournament. We went undefeated. The girls were great. Coaches were amazing. And it definitely stands out as a highlight in a great memory I'll remember for a long time to come, for sure. Definitely, I think it stands out because of the girls that I was with. They sort of came up the ranks with me from juniors all the way into that, nearly being open, and to win was just a nice way to finish off.
We're moving to the next question is probably similar. We played so many Australian Championship tournaments, winning medals in each one, which is an amazing effort. Which individual games are the most memorable? Is there a couple of games that you?
Yeah, definitely the one back in Canberra, the gold medal match. I just remember, coming up against Queensland, thinking that obviously was a really tough. They were a really great side, really tough competitors. But then just to get away and just to enjoy the game, it really stands out for me, and it's a game that is very memorable.
Captaining your country is an amazing achievement. Briefly, take us through playing for the national under-16 team and winning a silver medal.
Yeah, so crazy experience like no other. Travelled overseas to Kuala Lumpur for the tournament, where culture was completely different, way of doing things. It was something I'd never experienced before, and just to see their take on netball and meeting all the amazing young women from all around the world that playing a sport that we love was a really, really incredible experience.
Yeah, amazing just going overseas and pulling on the green and gold. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's such an honour.
We're talking to Victorian Netball League Championship Captain Kate Kelly-Oman. Okay, we're coming into another segment. 5 questions, 1 word. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions and you can give us a 1-word answer.
Cool.
Okay, question number 1. Your favourite travel destination?
Slovenia.
Wow, no, that's one place I haven't been. So
It's amazing. If you get to go, definitely.
okay, number 2. The worst household chore?
Definitely putting the bins out.
Yep. Number 3. This has to be 1 word. You might have about 10 of these.
Oh.
Your favourite
No.
food?
Pasta or pizza? I can't decide.
That's
Anything
right.
Italian, pasta. We'll
say pasta hyphenated pizza for 1 word.
That's it. All the carbs.
Okay, yes. Number 4. Netball for you in 1 word.
Life-changing.
Wow. Yep. And the last one. What irritates you the most?
Definitely loud eaters. I just cannot. I can't.
Oh, you're not going to come to dinner with me then.
Oh, oh God.
I got a clicky jaw.
Oh my God. No, that's not too bad. Loud eating. That's the main one.
At the moment, what are you studying at the moment at uni?
Currently enrolled in health science.
How are you finding that? Where's that at?
At Endeavour College of Natural Health.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, getting it done slowly, but yeah.
A little bit over at the moment.
You could say that. No, it's okay. Like obviously grateful for the opportunity to, have access to education, but at times it gets a bit boring.
Yeah, I understand. Now,
A bit much.
well, we'll get back to something a bit different than that now. Injuries. Have you had many over the journey so far?
I've had quite a few, none that really put me out for too long, but yeah, definitely had my fair share of niggles, and a few, semi-serious. My biggest setback due to an injury, I would say, was my concussion that I got in 2018, around April, and yeah, it put me out for a good 6 months, so it was quite intense.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that you got to look out for. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
You've also played in the in football netball league with a lot of success. So who have you played for? And you've won a few premierships. Could you go through that?
Yeah, so I played for Coringal Football Netball Club and as well as Heatherton. So yeah, lucky to have a few successes over the year. I love the league. It's nice and laid back. And yeah, great people as well.
Yeah, it's a different style of netball. I thought it's just being introduced to it a couple of seasons ago. Good space for that sort of style of competition. Just between, I reckon, it sits between rep and the next level up.
Yeah, I agree.
A really good brand of netball, nice and tough, and you actually, best part about it, you can go and play, and you play against all these different people. Where, as you know, when you play netball in juniors, you always seem to play against the same people every week, and
same
it just
team,
gets a bit monotonous.
People, yeah.
Yeah, and you won a couple of premierships there. I think you're named in one of the teams of the year as well down there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
yep. And I think an MVP, and also this year you played at Heatherton, and they had success in the grand final in Division 1, which is a fantastic season. So yeah, I was lucky enough to be coaching down there and watch you guys play a few times. It's really good watching the highest level and the girls like yourself running around, just playing, and the other girls watching them just to see what they can, what's on the horizon, what's the next level play like, and you guys just playing down there, you probably don't realise how much you mean to everyone else watching and all the other divisions. It's a great thing that you come down and play, and they get a lot out of it, and also the competition does as well. So hats off to your success for there.
Thank you.
Also, with the Southern Saints, we'll sort of get back to that. You played many years there, like a lot of years. How was that experience going from as a 13-year-old and up until I think it was 2 years ago or a year and a half ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago now. Yeah, great experience as a Saints. Obviously starting very young under James still was incredible. Couldn't have asked for anything more. As I sort of made my way through the ranks, eventually got to the championship level, and just it was a great club culture.
Yep.
And just the sort of values they instilled has sort of stuck with me throughout my journey.
Terrific.
Great experience.
Yeah, you now after you moved away from Southern Saints, you moved across to Peninsula Waves, and just recently, how has that change been?
It's been a great change. The club is amazing, and is probably the most loving netball family that I've been part of thus far. They're great. Down on the peninsula, it's a different scene. We'll hopefully, obviously, no season this year, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll do well for 2021.
Yes, we're all hoping that. We're all hoping we can get over what we're doing right now and move forward and actually get back to sport.
Absolutely.
Please get back to some normality. Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving forward, where would you like to see a netball take you?
Honestly, I don't have a specific plan right now. I'm just sort of riding the wave, seeing where it takes me, and just enjoying the process. As I go along.
No, absolutely. I think you've achieved so much at such a young age. You're a fantastic young role model for all the girls, and also for myself. I see how hard you work.
Thank you.
I'm serious. I see how hard you work, and it's just hats off to you. I'd just like to wish our guest all the best and extend a huge thank you to the Victorian Netball League Championship captain, two-time All-Australian, captain Australia in the under-16s to a silver medal, the three-time Victorian captain, 2019 gold medal Vic Fury team member. And don't forget, you can find her on Instagram at Nourished with Kate Kelly-Oman. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Really enjoyed this chat.
Thanks a lot, Kate. Thank you for joining us. This is The Catalyst, and I am Christopher Dent. The Catalyst is a podcast which highlights forward-thinking, community-minded people and organisations. Please like us and follow us on Facebook at The Catalyst. If you'd like to give some feedback, please email us at thecatalyst@outlook.com.au. The Catalyst is produced by CanDo Digital Production House. See you next time.